Hi guys, I created these two everyday wearable eye looks. The first one is a pink glittery smoked out outer V eye look, and the second one is a cool tone dramatic eye look. And I used the new Nouveau Palette by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I created these two everyday eye looks. This palette is perfect for dramatic looks, but you also need some good everyday eye looks. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and we're going to jump right into the tutorial. So first, I'm going to take my Ardel A11 and go in with the shade Fleer, which is that beautiful light pink salmon shade. And I'm going to blend this right into my crease area, making sure it's nice and well blended. I'm going to keep this pretty low, like I don't want it to go all the way up to my brow. And as always, Anastasia of Beverly Hills formula is just so amazing and buttery and smooth. And this blended out insanely easy and insanely fast. I'm gonna take my finger and go with the shade Isla, or Isle, sorry, it's Isle. It's a beautiful light pink peachy shimmer. And I'm gonna pack this all over my eyelid. And it did go up in the crease a little bit, but sometimes I like that. Just gives it this really effortlessly shimmery eye look. Go back with my A11 and kind of blend those out. And I'm gonna take an Ardel A18, an eyeshadow brush that looks like this. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Muse, which is that dark shimmer chocolate shade. It's actually really dark on the eye, it's almost black. I'm just gonna start out here and just blend this into my lashes. I love these Ardel brushes, they're just so good. Just like that. And I'm only going to take it into about half of my eye, like that, so it gives a lifted effect. And then you can even turn your brush sideways and just give it a good blend. Just make sure you don't have that much eyeshadow left on your brush. Like I probably should have rubbed off the extra eyeshadow because it's leaving this like too dramatic of a look, but I like it, I'm going to roll with it. So then I'm just gonna take the shade Lilac on my finger, which is a little bit darker than Isle. And I'm just gonna tap this like right on top of that. And then maybe drag it over as well. Making sure the focus is on the outside of my eye. And I'm gonna go back in with Muse. And I'm gonna pat that on top. Making sure the smokiness is shining through that beautiful Isle shade. It's the most pretty shade I think the palette has. It's stunning. Like it doesn't look, the camera doesn't do it justice, and looking at it in the pad doesn't do it, and the palette doesn't do it justice. It's just absolutely stunning. Glittery, shimmery, beautiful pink, perfect summer shade. And just like that. On a really small blending brush, this is a Morphe M514. I'm gonna take that matte pink Fleer shade, and I'm gonna dust this along my bottom lash line, just to give it a little bit of salmon pink, so I can make the look balanced and matching the top lid. As you know, Anastasia of Beverly Hills, the formulas are so buttery, smooth, and powdery that there's lots of fallout, so I recommend doing foundation last. I always do foundation first just for my tutorials, but foundation should be done last when using this palette. I'm gonna go with some nude LA Girl eyeliner, and this is called Super Bright. I love this nude eyeliner. I'm gonna put this in my bottom waterline. Soft and gentle highlight to my inner corner. Apply some of my favorite mascara, the Sky High by Maybelline. Love that mascara, it's absolutely perfect. And I'm gonna cut it in half and place the wing out where I put the dark shadow. And if you need to, make sure that you top off your shimmer lilac if you need to add a more sparkle to the eyelid. So now that my lash is on, I'm actually gonna go back in with the shade Muse and just touch it on top of the lashes there. So that is look number 1. Take a small blending brush. This is a Morphe M514, and I'm gonna go in with that gray olive green shade Liberty. It's a matte shade, and I'm gonna blend this into my outer V. Just like that, kind of bringing it up into the crease, just a little bit. Kind of carving out this outer V crease area. The shade is very different. It's a little hard to use. It's not necessarily a good crease shade or an outer V shade because it gives this gray hue. But if you put it on like very light like this, just in the outer V, it can create a really nice shadow that's very cool tone. And it's just a unique kind of matte green gray shade. Don't really own any eyeshadows like this. So I'm just gonna bring it just so I can add some shadow and definition to my crease and outer V. Because again, this is just a really simple everyday eye look. And there we go. So now I'm gonna take the shade Wings, which is that beautiful olive green silvery shimmer shade. And I'm gonna put this all over my inner corner, my inner eyelid. I find my finger works best with these shimmers, but they are absolutely beautiful and stunning. You can make them more vibrant if you go in with like a wet setting spray. But I want this to be like a simple everyday eye look, a little bit like effortlessly shimmer. So I'm not gonna apply this wet or go into this super dramatic. And then I'm just gonna take that blending brush, again, the Morphe M514, back in with Liberty, and just kind of blend those together. It's becoming a little bit more dramatic than I wanted, but I really like the way it's looking. And then you can, if you want, take the shade Bella, which is that nice bronze shimmer shade. And you can place that in between Wings and Liberty, just to give it more of a brown tone, like that. Actually, I really like the way this is looking. A little bit more dramatic than what I would wear every day, but I like it. I'm kind of blending that into Liberty and actually blended it up into the crease some, but I like the way how the brown and the bronze are just kind of flowing with everything. And then I'm gonna take the Ardel A18, which is this kind of flat eyeliner brush. I'm gonna take the shade Muse, which is a really dark chocolate shimmer, but it shows up really dark on the eye, and I'm just gonna line my entire lash line, so I can have that smoky lash line and eyeliner effect. And I just kind of rub it back and forth. I'm gonna turn my brush sideways and just make sure everything is nice and blended. I think I took it too far here in the inner part. I want the most dark here by the outer V. And I'm gonna go back in with Wings and just pat it on top here in the inner corner because I really don't want this part to be that dark. So then I'm just gonna take that blending brush, the M514, going with the shade Liberty, the olive gray matte shade, and I'm going to blend that into my bottom outer V lash line. I am loving the way this is looking. Like, this is stunning to me. It's a little bit more dramatic than what I wanted, but I am loving it. I'm just gonna darken up some more here and put in some more of Wings to just darken that up a little bit more. Lighten that up a little bit more because I'm seeing a lot of that black shine through. Again, brush away that fallout. And then I'm gonna apply some MAC Soft and Gentle to my inner corner for my highlight. I love this OG highlighter. It's insanely gorgeous, and if you don't have it, I highly recommend it. So worth the money. I've had this since I was 20. I've had this for like 9 years, I wanna say. 9 years? Maybe I got it when I was 21, I don't know. Long last time. And it's expired, but I don't care. It's still a fabulous highlighter. I love this look. I'm then gonna go in with LA Girl Super Bright Nude Eyeliner. I'm gonna apply this to my bottom waterline. Apply some of my favorite mascara, the Sky High by Maybelline. And I'm gonna apply some Ardel Demi Wispy lashes. And that completes look number 2. I applied some of the Ardel Demi Wispy lashes, some bottom lash mascara, some nude eyeliner, topped off Wings and the bronze shade, topped off the shimmers, which was Wings, Bella, and just a little bit of Liberty. And that completes this look. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, especially if you love anything makeup related, tutorials, reviews, all things makeup. Be sure to subscribe and then hit the bell for future notifications. And I'll see you in my next tutorial.